Now what happens if we pass an instance into a function? Let's imagine we have a function like we have here called capitalize name, and it takes as input an instance of a name. And what it does is it tries to change the value of the first name to itself dot upper. So it tries to just change it to all capital letters. Here we create the same person that we created before, name David Joyner, eye color brown, age 30, and then we're specifically going to pass myperson.name into capitalized name. So we created an instance of name inside of person. That's what came into that name argument. And now that instance is going to come in to capitalized name. It's going to try to set the first name equal to firstname.upper and the last name equal to lastname.upper. After calling it, we see that it was indeed successful. Because we passed in an instance of the name object, capitalized name actually has access to the original variables and can change them. It's not just changing its own local copy, it's changing the real values of the variables. And so, we see in the end that the strings themselves have been converted to all capital letters. But let's imagine changing that a little bit. Instead of capitalized name, let's have capitalized string. It just takes as input a string and sets that string equal to itself dot upper. In the capitalized string, we pass the strings for first name and last name directly, instead of passing the name object that contains them. The result here is exactly the opposite. And the reason is that strings are immutable. So capitalized string can't modify the real value of first name and last name unless it's actually modifying what the variable name points to. That's what's happening here with capitalized name where it does work. It's not actually changing first name and last name. It's changing what name.firstname and name.lastname point at. Here, though, it doesn't have access to name.anything, so it can't change what name is pointing at. It tries to change the value of the string itself, but it has no access to the original variable name, so it can't actually change the values of first name and last name as far as name is concerned. So the takeaway here is that any operations we make on mutable objects, like name, propagate back out to the code that called that function. Any operations we make to immutable types, like just a plain string, do not propagate out to our main function or to our main code.